My phone was on speaker and I just took it off, so I didn't hear any answer yet. Okay, what's it for? Some guy called me. Anyway, this is great. You know, the energy that was my brother Jared actually was the energy of Michael Jackson at first, and he left that body too because he didn't want to do that. And that's a perfect example of when one entity leaves a body and other entities know what the body's destiny is, and they go in, and then that one doesn't decide doesn't want to. Like when Michael Jackson was a little kid, the kid body left him because he didn't have a childhood. He started getting famous. The basically the strong vibration of a person who was once a black person who lived that kind of life and had soul and music and all that kind of stuff found him and followed to the next part and then the next part, and because he started halfway through, he didn't understand where he started from. So then the whole white and the whole feminine and the whole loving children thing was like more like he was all those remainders of those astral particles were in him still, so he was a piece of all those things. But he started off as my brother Jared, but Jared did the same thing with Michael Jackson. He tried to leave the body before abortion, and he did, but then other beings decided they wanted his destiny because his destiny sounded so interesting, which Michael Jackson's life was pretty damn interesting. So he had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of awesome stuff. My brother Jared would have been Michael Jackson, but wasn't, because he didn't want to, it was a feminine energy, and he didn't want to be a man. So he sort of caused Michael Jackson to be sort of feminine. I know that sounds sort of weird, but it's true. It's some of my spiritual math that my brother told me. My dead brother that I've never met told me that. I mean, I know it's crazy, but it's a feminine energy that was supposed to be my dead brother. It's pretty friggin' crazy, I know. But it's the truth. I know it because it's one of those things where I didn't have to even ask the answer. It like already is a memory in my mind. Boom. I know it for sure, like I'm holding my phone in my hand. That's how I know it. And I don't have to prove it to myself because I know it. So when I say it to other people, the only time I have to prove something is when people are like, how can you prove that? Well, there's these things that I saw in the news that said this about him. And there's these things that I saw in the news about his family that said this about him. Well, his family are just other characters too, doing the same thing. Same fucking thing. And they have no idea what happened to him because he had so many different personalities inside of him for all the entities that he was doing, or that went in and out of him, that he didn't know what to do. So he got really confused and he ended up dying. So he had a lot of karmic things that he worked out in that one life. So anyway, I love you.